Greetings, fellow adventurers. Welcome to a journey deep into ancient Egypt. It will unveil the enigma of King Tutankhamun, one of the most famous pharaohs to ever rule the Nile. His story is a treasure trove of mystery, gold, and secrets that have captivated the world for centuries. We will explore his short reign, his untimely death, the incredible discovery of his tomb, and the whispers of a curse that still echo today. Are you ready for an expedition into the sands of time? Press that like button if you're eager to dive in, and let's unearth the legacy of the boy king. Let's begin with the essentials. King Tutankhamun ruled Egypt from approximately 1332 to 1323 BC during the 18th dynasty, a golden era of wealth and power. He ascended the throne at just 9 years old, inheriting a kingdom still recovering from his father Akhenaten's radical sun god revolution. Born around 1341 BC, Tutankhamun reigned for about 9 years before his death at age 19. Around 1323 BC. Why is he so renowned? Not for grand conquests, he was too young, but for his tomb, is a time capsule that stunned the world. His original name was Tutankhamun, meaning living image of Aten, tied to his father's Aten worship. After Akhenaten's death, Egypt returned to its traditional gods, and Tutankhamun's name changed to Tutankhamun, living image of Amun, honoring Amun-Ra. A subtle shift, but a powerful statement. Polytheism was restored. Now let's leap to November 4th, 1922, a date etched in history. British archaeologist Howard Carter, after years of searching in the Valley of the Kings near Thebes, modern Luxor, uncovers a step buried beneath rubble. Funded by Lord Carnarvon, a wealthy history enthusiast, Carter digs further. On November 26th, he peers through a small hole into tomb KV62 and declares, "I see wonderful things." This wasn't mere chance. Carter knew most tombs had been plundered, but Tut's lay concealed under workers' huts built during Ramses VI's tomb construction nearby. Sealed for over 3,200 years, it's a breathtaking find. 4 chambers hold over 5,000 items: gold, chariots, even personal belongings. Cataloging it took a decade. Discovering an intact royal tomb is like striking historical gold. Have you ever dreamed of finding treasure? What did they uncover? Prepare to be amazed. Tutankhamun's coffin is a masterpiece. 3 nested sarcophagi, the innermost crafted of solid gold, weighing 243 pounds. Imagine lifting that. His death mask? Pure gold, 22 pounds, adorned with lapis lazuli eyes and a vulture cobra headdress. Iconic. The total gold across the tomb's treasures likely reaches hundreds of pounds, a dazzling haul. There's more. A golden throne depicting Tutankhamun and his wife Ankhesenamun in a romantic scene, walking canes, and a dagger with an iron blade forged from a meteorite. Metal from the stars. Why so much? Egyptians believed the afterlife required riches. Tutankhamun was set for eternity. What's your favorite find? Why bury Tutankhamun with such wealth? It's rooted in Egyptian tradition. Pharaohs were divine figures, and death was merely a gateway to the afterlife. They needed provisions, food, furniture, treasures, to thrive forever. Now let's address the eerie legend, the curse. After the tomb opened, strange events unfolded. Lord Carnarvon died in April 1923, 5 months after opening Tutankhamun's tomb, from a mosquito bite that turned septic. Newspapers erupted with Curse of the Pharaohs. Tales, rumors of lights flickered throughout Cairo started, and Howard Carter's canary was eaten by a cobra. Creepy, right? But here's the truth. No curse inscription was found in KV62. Howard Carter lived to 64, passing in 1939, and of 58 people present at the opening, most thrived. Only 8 died within 12 years, typical for the 1920s. Science points to coincidence or bacteria, not magic. It's a gripping story, but no hex here. What's your take? Curse or just bad luck? Tutankhamun died at 19. Far too young for a pharaoh. How did it happen? Experts have puzzled over this for decades. His mummy reveals a fractured leg, possibly from a chariot accident with infection setting in. Those 130 canes found in the tomb suggest he limped, maybe from a clubfoot or bone disease like Kohler's disease. Kohler's disease is a rare bone disorder of the foot that affects children. Confirmed by 2010 DNA studies, it showed genetic weaknesses from inbreeding. Malaria traces were also found in his body, a deadly combo. An older theory? A hole in his skull hinted at murder, perhaps by a rival like the Pharaoh's advisor, A. Modern scans have debunked this. The damage happened after his death. Most agree it was an accident, chariot crash plus illness, not a grand conspiracy. What's your theory? Mishap or murder? Tell me below. Tutankhamun's wife Ankhesenamun, his half-sister and Akhenaten's daughter, outlived him. Married at 13, but she became a widow at Tutankhamun's death in 1323 BC. With no surviving children, 2 stillborn daughters were found in the tomb. She faced a crisis. Desperate, she wrote to the Hittites, Egypt's rivals, requesting a prince to marry and rule. A daring plea. The prince was dispatched but assassinated en route, likely by the Pharaoh's advisor, A, or General Horemheb. The Pharaoh's advisor, I, married her, claimed the throne, and then she disappeared from records, succeeded by A, and likely sidelined or lost to history. A tragic end for a young queen. Where are these treasures today? There were more than 5,000 items in the tomb. Most of the items, the mask, coffin, throne, reside in the Grand Egyptian Museum near Giza, fully open by 2025 after delays. Some, like jewelry, remain at the Egyptian Museum in Cairo's Tahrir Square. The mask is a highlight. 22 pounds of gold, crafted with stunning detail. A lesser-known gem, a trumpet from the tomb, played in 1939. Its haunting notes were recorded for posterity. These artifacts draw millions, keeping Tutankhamun's story alive. Have you visited a museum with ancient relics? Let's uncover more treasures. Tutankhamun's tomb held over 700 Shapti dolls, miniature servants for the afterlife. Some adorned with gold crowns. A wooden cat statue paid tribute to the Egyptian god Bastet, hinting at Tutankhamun's love for pets. DNA reveals Tutankhamun was frail. There was incest in the royal line and led to health issues like a clubfoot. His tomb was a small size for a pharaoh. Why? Probably a rushed burial, likely meant for a noble but upgraded hastily for a pharaoh that died early. Wall paintings depict Tutankhamun's funeral, with A officiating the funeral, foreshadowing his power grab. A standout find from the tomb, a leopard skin cloak with gold claws, fierce style. That's King Tutankhamun, adventurers, ruling from 1332 to 1323 BC. What's your favorite? Gold mask, mysterious death, or Tutankhamun's treasures? Drop it below and subscribe for more historical adventures. Hit that bell to never miss an adventure. See you next time at The Unseen Tutor.